Nice, Myron. Hello, everyone. Welcome to number 46 in our quarantine concert series.
46.
If you heard me say nice, Myron, it's because Myron's counting down, and I always get
The big number one.
the big number one. And he doesn't use his pointer. All righty.
All righty then.
Can't make this stuff up. Wow. What are you doing up there, Johnny?
Well, we got something special tonight, don't we?
Yes, we do. We got
So-
we got the river flowing.
Welcome, everyone, for tuning in for the last 46 weeks and 9 weeks for our vaults. We have one more vault and 4 more quarantine concert live streams. But we're not going to be far away, so don't panic.
We're not done with this nonsense yet.
Yeah, we're not done. We're just kind of pausing this format. The big reveal is coming soon. But all of our quarantine concerts are brought to you by Yorma's Choice, the only choice in CBD products.
Yeah, so we have so many here, it's hard to pick which one to hold
Just
up.
pick one.
I'll pick one. How about the CBD oil Yorma's Choice muscle cream? Which way to the beach? Muscle cream, yes.
Thank you, Yorma.
You're welcome,
So that is
Vanessa.
1,000 milligram muscle cream. We have 1,000 milligram muscle balm, 500 milligram muscle balm, a 500, 1,000, and 1,200 milligram tinctures.
1,200, nobody can count that high.
I just did. We have a bath soak, a wonderful bath soak. And I did a post on the Yorma's Choice Instagram page.
I've
We
got
are-
an Instagram page?
No, I do your Instagram.
I know. I'm so modern.
Oh,
I'm gonna
shoot.
get on
I
the
shouldn't have
gram.
said that.
What he didn't know,
Oh, no,
what
he
he-
did it.
what he didn't
He
know.
did it. I took a little picture of the new product, the Yorma's Rock Solid, which is a stick. It's 1,200 milligram. It is fantastic. It hopefully should be here this coming week. I hope so, Robbie. You listening?
Down there in Kentucky, Big Dog.
Yeah, thanks for listening. So I've been trying to do a newsletter every week. Those of you that asked to be on the email list for the newsletter, if you didn't get it, please check your spam. I've gone through everybody's email. Everybody is added, but you will see that we're going to run a special between now and the last quarantine concert, which is going to be with, drum roll, Yorma and Jack, live here, probably from our outdoor stage.
Is that the new stage with that beautiful grass?
Do you like that?
Mm.
Instant grass. That's also in the newsletter. So just go all the way down to the bottom of the newsletter. That will be your view if you're sitting watching the show. But the special that we're running is if you spend $50 in the company store between now and probably May 28th, we're going to choose one of the invoices. We're going to put everything in a big box. We're going to choose one, and that's right. And you will get a very nice merchandise package from the company store and a 2-hour virtual one-on-one workshop with Yorma.
Indeed. The workshop will not be with the Hawaiian guitar because I can't play this yet, but it'll be on something I know how to play.
That's just for show, folks. It's for show tonight, Yorma's Hawaiian guitar. He's been
Yes.
playing it nonstop since he brought it back from this last trip. This is the only trip. Well, you haven't been on a whole lot of shows.
No, we had a
this
great trip,
year.
and before we get down to business here, Myron and I need to thank our dear friends, the Ozersky family out there. If you're out there, guys, I hope you're doing well tonight. Alan got this. This is a 1927 Martin Hawaiian guitar. And not only did he get this guitar, and we wheeled and dealed, and now it's mine, but he also fixed us a fantastic lunch for the road. And,
That sounds like a
and
great
yes,
salad.
there were onions on the bagel, but I had a chance to brush my teeth before I came home, so it was okay.
And
Anyway.
Alan, this is the first trip that Yorma's come home from the road where he didn't come home with a brand-new pocket knife, but he came home with a brand-new guitar, so thanks, Alan.
1927.
Moving up, Yorma.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at Rural Action in Athens, Ohio. They're working with the Community Food Initiative in Athens on a project called Local Food for All that will distribute fresh, local produce from the Chester Hill Produce Auction to Southeast Ohio folks who suffer from food insecurity. They're having a fundraiser, and their fundraising goal is about $5,500. So we appreciate all the tips in our tip jar that you guys have been giving to the guys and gals that are helping out with our show here, that have been volunteering their time since April 4th. But if you have a little extra and you want to shoot it toward Rural Action, that's where it will go. You can go to ruralaction.org/localfoodforall. And let me tell you, all of our food banks in this area, they do some good work, and we cannot thank them enough.
Indeed.
And I think I'm just going to turn things over to you. Oh, I would like to say thank you to Myron, Andy, John, Izzy, for all their hard work, all the other people that have volunteered. You had a couple different, Mylan ran cameras.
Yeah, if it weren't for them, I'd sound like this.
Yeah, it has been a real joy to be working with all of you over a little over a year. These shows, I know you guys everybody's bummed because we're going to be ending it. This is, I'm not sure you guys realize this means more to us maybe than you. This has saved our collective
What a run.
tuchuses.
It did.
Yep.
And we're
Thank
not done.
you,
And
thank you.
big thank you to you too, Vanessa and Yorma, for everything you do and keep on doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. So,
So what is this show? What the hell are you doing on my
Yeah,
stage
exactly.
so early,
This is
John?
the River Flows show,
It is.
where tonight we are going to play all the songs from the River Flows, Volume 1, which is this
show us volume 1, John.
beautiful album cover you see here. And the album is really beautiful. Beautiful gatefold sleeve. The guys on back right there out at the Fur Peace Ranch.
Why don't you just take a moment and read the 12-page booklet to everybody?
right
No.
at the fire circle.
Please don't.
You want me to, Yorma? I could
Hey, you know what I just noticed?
What?
What?
Wait, turn it over again. Can you see the back? You guys are wearing the same clothes
No.
tonight.
Whoa.
Lord, you can't make this stuff up.
It's like a
Yorma.
420 moment.
Oh my God, now you're right. You're right. Oh my God.
Coincidence?
I doubt it.
No, absolutely not.
Well, anyhow, should we just flow?
Let's flow, John. Let
Thank
it
you,
rip.
everybody, for tuning in tonight. And also, thank you for supporting our project, The River Flows. And here we go.
The river flows, it flows to the sea. Wherever that river flows, that's where I want to be. Flow, river flow, let your water wash down. Take me from this road to some other town. All they wanted was to be free, and in the end, that's how it turned out to be. Flow, river flow, let your water wash down. Take me from this road to some other town. Flow, river, flow, past the shady trees. Flow, river, flow, flow to the sea. Flow, to the sea. The river flows, it flows to the sea. Wherever that river flows, that's where I want to be. Flow, river flow, let your water wash down. Take me from this road to some other town.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you,
Damn.
thank you.
Yikes.
All right. Well, we sure hope all those beautiful people out there in Radio Dream Streamland are doing good tonight. Thank you so much. They're on the big TV out there in California watching.
Dennis Kelly watching tonight?
Yes, Dennis Kelly and
Hi,
his
Dennis.
and his gang's watching. Thank you, Dennis. And I know you thanked Kathleen already for me, but thanks, Kathleen. And I love the smell of that radio. Thank you so much. Vanessa says it reminds her of her grandfather's house. That's a nice.
Dennis,
That's a nice
my
thing.
grandfather had a fire in his fireplace 24/7. He lived in the mountains of New Hampshire at the foot of Mount Whiteface, and that is what his house smelled like. I love the smell of that radio.
That was sort of a positive fire smell at your grandfather's
know.
place.
I know.
So,
Yeah, that's a smell. I don't know. She said air it out, but I may let that smell stay because I
Oh,
like
of
it
course.
so much. Please don't go away.
you're gonna fire that baby up and see if you can,
Yeah, he says it may be working. So we'll see.
we'll see.
I'll tune in.
So what do you got in store for us next? And
Well,
you know,
let's go with this great song by the great Curtis Mayfield. People get ready. People get ready. There's a train a-comin', picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is faith. Hear those diesels humming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. People get ready for the train to Jordan. Don't need no baggage, you just thank the Lord. Faith is the key to open the door. There's room for all in the kingdom of salvation. There ain't no place for the hopeless sinner who'd forsake all mankind to save his own. Have mercy, our chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation.
People get ready. There's a train a-comin', picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is faith, hear those diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just get on board. Thank you. Thank you. I love that chord.
You know,
All right.
with our next song and their sequence here being choices, I think we might take a moment just to share with the people how you/we made the choices for this project.
Oh, I see. That was very clever, Yorma.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Choices. Well, you know, Yorma, when you surprised me on that Tuesday, and I was coming out of my Krogering day, my day off.
You went Krogering?
I was shopping. It was my day off. Yeah. So I come out, and Yorma gives me a call. Luckily, I had the cell phone on. And he said, I want to talk to you about something. And
I called you, you answered your cell phone?
I know.
Wow.
See, everything was serendipitous. It all worked out.
Serendipitous.
Serendipitous. And he said, I want to talk to you about something. And Vanessa's here too. And Yorma gave me this great idea and plan of his that we were going to do a record together. And he said, write down, you know, some of your choices of the songs we've been doing. We tested a lot of these out during the Fur Peace Ranch faux peace lunches and fur peace dinners and all kinds of things. But I think initially, Yorma, I wrote 15 songs down, and he approved of every one of them. So we ended up doing 14 songs in our 2 days. And I think
What was the 15th one?
the 15th was that Driftin' Blues, you know.
okay.
And we just decided to let it out,
Yeah.
let's skip it out.
Okay.
But Yorma, I pretty much thought about all the songs I love. Some of these I've been playing forever, and they all are great story songs. And also, they were ones that when you and I were playing, we seemed to really gel on real nice too. So.
Yeah, and they aside from the fact that they're, you know, you hear a great song, but they also spoke to me lyrically also. So
Yeah.
it was, this is a story we need to tell.
Yeah. So they were all dear stories to us, and that we liked hearing and liked sharing.
Indeed.
Yep. This is Choices, sung by the great George Jones.
The great.
But I know it was written by a couple other great country singers whose names, unfortunately, evade me right now. I've had choices since the day that I was born. There were voices that told me right from wrong. If I had listened, I might not be here today, living and dying with the choices I made. I was tempted at an early age. I found I liked whiskey, and I never turned it down. There were loved ones, I turned them all away, and I'm living and dying choices I've made. I've had choices since the day that I was born. There were voices, they told me right from wrong. If I had listened, I might not be here today, living and dying with the choices I made. Maybe I'm paying for the things that I've done. If I could go back, oh Lord, I'd run, but I'm still losing in this game of life I play, living and dying with the choices I made. I've had choices since the day that I was born. There were voices, they told me right from wrong. If I had listened, I might not be here today, living and dying with the choices I made. Living and dying with the choices I made. Thank you, thank you.
Good
John?
choice.
Billy Yates and Mike Curtis.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I remember the Yates, but yeah, thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you, Google.
Here, I thought you.
You're so smart. Every man and woman a genius.
And speaking of our record, this is the River Flows concert night. We would like to thank our great record company that did
Indeed.
such a beautiful job on putting this record out. Culture Factory Records,
Yep.
out of Paris, France, with a U.S.
Jean-Marc?
office. Jean-Marc out there in Paris. I hope you're watching tonight. And let's not forget our dear Ed Frank there in New
Ed.
York.
He's his Robin. He's
Yes.
like his,
Yep, that's right. That's right. Yeah, he does a lot. And we have so enjoyed working with you guys because we know it's business, but you guys really love the art and the music. And thank you so much for working with us.
What a concept in the music business, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of foreign in this world today, isn't it? But wait till you see when Volume 2 comes out at July 17th, Record Store Day. Boy, they have outdone themselves with the cover art and everything, and the vinyl and everything, and we can't wait to see it ourselves. And of course, we thank our dear friend Kevin Morgan, who puts it all together and makes it all look so good. Thanks.
What
thanks
color is the
everyone.
vinyl going to be on the?
The vinyl this time, I think you might remember when I tell you, it's a clear vinyl with multicolored polka dots on it.
whoa.
It's incredible. I'm thinking of getting 2 turntables so I could watch the red one spinning and I'll spin the other one at the same time,
You know, that's.
What do you think, York?
And then I can see like doing a whole DJ thing with them too. I can see that.
Might have to pull the black light out.
Well, gosh,
You ready for another one?
yeah, let's play another song and then let's see what kind of interesting questions Vanessa's gotten from our friends out there
Oh,
in
yes, our executive producer must weigh in.
radio
Yes, Radio Dream Streamland.
Dream Streamland. Yes, gotcha.
RDSL, you know.
You guys have so many songs that you're doing tonight. I was trying to keep the questions to a minimum because,
Yeah,
because Yorma won't stop talking when I,
yes, I noticed that.
Except when I'm with John, because John won't stop talking. It's like
Yes.
being with Jack, you know?
Well, I try my hardest.
Ah, you're doing swell, John.
All right, let's do this one.
What do you got for us?
When I was a young boy, the evening sun went down. I'd sit back by those railroad tracks and I'd listen for that sound of that Kansas City Southern. Man, that's a lonesome sound. Well, I'd sit and watch those trains roll by, and I wish that I was outward bound. I dream about big cities, pleasures I could keep. Round about 12:30. Through visions of my sleep, I'd hear that Kansas City Southern. Man, that's a lonesome sound. Well, I'd sit and watch those trains roll by, and I'd wish that I was outward bound. Been in a couple of places. I know a couple of things. Whenever I think back in time, my memory thoughts ring with that Kansas City Southern. Man, that's a lonesome sound. Well, I'd sit and watch those trains roll by, and I'd wish that I was outward bound. Outward bound. Outward bound. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool, John. What you got for us, Ness? Speak up, lass.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you've been kind of quiet over there.
Well, I told you, you guys got a lot of songs. If I start talking, we're gonna be here till 10:30.
We can do it.
Oh, the people love when you talk.
Okay,
I'll
hold
make
on.
another pot
I
of
wasn't
tea.
ready. Let's see. Well, actually, John, this is kind of for you and me.
Oh, okay.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Or Yorma.
This is from Eric. This is from Eric Meyer. I was enjoying videos on the FPR YouTube page today and ran across one of Oliver Mudzakudzi.
Oh, boy.
So awesome.
I missed that show.
I learned of Oliver when I was in the U.S. Peace Corps volunteering, serving in Malawi, and loved his music ever since. I'm curious how y'all learned about him and got him to play at FPR.
Well, first of all, you guys waited until I was on the road till you had him here. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
I'll say how I first saw Oliver. It was an Austin City Limits show, and Bonnie Raitt brought him out, and I just flipped. His voice and his guitar playing, it reminded me of vocal harmony work. It was so beautiful, and to be able to get him, because I'm not sure if I asked John and I are constantly bouncing things off of each other. I give him my wish list every year, still waiting for Willie Nelson, I just wanted to
And
tell
me
you
too.
that.
Me too.
And-
Willie,
and
come
Jimmy
on now.
Cliff.
Come on.
But, yeah, Johnny got him here.
Well, I thanks to the great NPR radio, boy, I love that, and National Public Radio. But I had heard him on National Public Radio, and great interview, and I love that African music, and he was such a founding father of all that music, so anyhow, I knew you liked him.
I love him.
And then when I was talking with one of our agents that we deal with that has international and a lot of African artists on his roster, he said, "What do you think of Oliver Mudzakudzi?" And I said, "We love him. We would love that." And he said, "I'm going to bring him in there for you." And when I said that to you, you used one of those words they don't like you to say on the radio, so I won't say it.
But this
you
is
said,
our
"Are
show.
you
Is it fucking
freaking kidding me?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And boy, he was so wonderful. I know we're going to get onto the song, but one thing I'd like to say that I knew he was a heavyweight because when, I'm a big Bob Marley fan, and I knew when Bob went to play Zimbabwe when they got their freedom, he did a big concert there. So I said to Oliver when we were talking, I said, "Were you at Marley's freedom concert in Zimbabwe?" When he came over, he says, "I played before him." And I was like, "Oh, boy."
The whole
Yeah.
band
The
was
whole
so
band.
wonderful, and he
Cora
was
player, I mean, it was unbelievable.
such a gracious human being.
Beautiful people, beautiful
Yeah,
people.
it was such a pleasure to host him, and I believe it was 2 or 3 years after he was here, we knew that he was sick, and he did pass away, but how blessed we were. And
Yes.
sorry, Yorma, you do tour occasionally, of course not in the last year and a half, but
I got to work too.
you know, we've had some pinch me moments
Yeah.
here at Fur Peace, and that is
was
at the
one,
top of
yeah,
my list.
Yeah, he was so cool, and that style of guitar playing, it sometimes looks so easy and simple, but there's a lot to it. He really
You
a
know,
master.
it's, you know, as a guitar player, it's really interesting. It's almost, you know, for a guy like me to look at that, it's a completely different animal. It really is.
Yeah, almost a different way of thinking about
Oh,
it.
totally,
Things,
and
yeah.
no question about it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what do you think about dropping
Well,
south?
well, getting back into our way of thinking.
Yeah, we maybe drop south across the borderline for this next song.
You can tell the folks about this song, or, you know, because there's a number of songs that are sort of like.
Every song has a story. Yorm and I have loved this song for a very long time, since we were hanging out up in Columbus, Ohio.
1984.
And we both loved the Border soundtrack and the movie. The movie was fantastic. And of course, this was a song featured in the movie that just really touches you. And it has been done by some other wonderful people. And we always loved that Willie Nelson version of this as well. And so just a beautiful song and a great, great story. And here we go. There's a place where I've been told all the streets are paved with gold, and it's just across the borderline. When it's time to take your turn, here's a lesson that you must learn. You could lose more than you ever hope to find. And when you reach the broken promised land, every dream slips through your hand, and you'll know it's too late to change your mind. 'Cause you paid the price to come this far, just to wind up where you are, and you're still just across the borderline. Up and down the Rio Grande, 1,000 footprints in the sand reveals a secret no one can define. The river flows on like a breath in between our life and death. Tell me who's the next to cross the borderline. And when you reach the broken promised land, every dream slips through your hand, and you'll know it's too late to change your mind. 'Cause you paid the price to come this far, just to wind up where you are, and you're still just across the borderline. And when you reach the broken promised land, every dream slips through your hand, and you'll know it's too late to change your mind. 'Cause you paid the price to come this far, just to wind up where you are, you still just across the borderline. Hope remains when pride is gone, and you keep on moving on, calling you just across the borderline. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What a cool song.
I love how you play that. All right.
We've got,
I hate to be tuning you, but you know it's important.
that is important.
Hey, while you guys are tuning,
And maybe I will too, what the heck?
Yorma,
Yes, huh?
I hope I pronounce this, Ralph Imbrogno said, Yorma, would you please talk about the prolific Nicky Hopkins? What was he like as a person and a musician?
About the,
Prolific Nicky Hopkins.
oh, Nicky, yeah, wow. So, yeah, he played with us on Volunteers, and he was with us at Woodstock. You know, that's a really interesting thing because I can't even recall. I imagine that was something that Paul was involved in. We might have to double check with Jack. Jack remembers this kind of stuff, but you know, Nicky had just played with everybody under the sun, but there was just something communicative about the way he played. I mean, when he was, whether he was doing a session or sitting in or playing in the band, it's like you knew him all your life. It's one of those things. And when I got to, you know, over the last couple of years when I was listening to the Volunteers again, and I'd utterly forgotten, I'd blotted out of my mind the fact that Nicky was there, because it just sounded like he'd always, and then I'm realizing we didn't have a piano player of that, in that way before. So yeah, so I mean, we were just so fortunate, you know, he gravitated out to San Francisco and wound up playing with Quicksilver and all kinds of people, and I mean, he was just a very, not only endearing, but just a very friendly, sort of a musical companion. And, you know, unfortunately, sad to say, he died way, way too young. Who knows, you know, but he was a great one. And to be able to have played with him, in retrospect, was a real treat, no question about it.
I should know this, but I don't. How'd he die?
I should know this too, but I don't either. Obviously, since he was young, a disease of some sort. That would be my guess. Yeah, there's a great biography about him, which I own. We can read it. We can check this up. But which after, even after all these years, I have not read yet. So thanks for bringing this up. We'll dig the book out. You can read it first if you'd like to.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nicky, what a guy.
Yeah, he did grace a lot of great albums.
Oh, yeah, man,
Rolling
he was-
Stones, you know.
He was like
The guy.
He was everywhere, yeah. And interestingly enough, you know, I mean, just the way that he fit in with stuff. I mean, it's not that he was a chameleon, because, you know, once you tune into, yeah, that's Nicky, but you know, whether he was playing with the Stones or doing stuff with Quicksilver or us, I mean, it was just like,
Yeah, he still came through.
yeah, always,
it was him.
always.
Yeah.
Okay, it's said that he died in September of 1994 at the age of 50 in
Wow.
Nashville, Tennessee, from complications resulting from intestinal surgery related to his lifelong battle with Crohn's disease.
That was too bad.
God, he was a young guy about my age.
Yeah.
Really, John?
God, I wish I was 50 again. Well, what do you got for us next?
Well,
Rod?
we're going to move into our Spencer Bowen section of the show.
Speaking of folks that have passed that are way
Yep.
too young in age.
Way too young, but we feel him with us all the time. And there have been some visuals of him showing up here at the Fur Peace Ranch. But we love Spencer, and all of us here in the Fur Peace Ranch family. He was dear to us, and Yorma brought him here to teach, and he became a fixture in the teaching world here at Fur Peace Ranch. And everybody loved him, because if you met the guy, you just, if his smile didn't win you over once he started talking to you, you got it.
Do you remember where we met him?
Well, I met him years ago. We met him up in, I think it was in Fort Collins, Colorado.
It was at the Mishawaka.
Yeah, the old Mish. The old Mish, where it was either freezing cold or you were getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Now, I think the last time we were there, and I think Myron was there, didn't a bear come off the hill and start eating hamburgers out of the trash can? Boy, you can't make that stuff up, you know? He was.
Lord have mercy.
For a minute, I thought it was just one of our fans that came out of the woods, but then,
Oh, yeah.
just saying.
Well,
Yeah, the Mish.
Well, we dedicated our record of Volume 1 of The River Flows to Spencer Bowren, and we featured a couple songs on it. And this is one called Travelin'. Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama too. Oh yes, I will keep on traveling, hoping I'll run into you. Last week I looked in Memphis and in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm a-leaving for Atlanta just to see what I can see. Kansas City and Chicago, Amarillo and Syracuse. Oh yes, I will keep on traveling, hoping I'll run into you. From Cheyenne down to Denver, always looking for a clue. Tucson, Arizona, Omaha, and Waterloo. Kansas City and Chicago, Amarillo and Baton Rouge. I'll keep on traveling, hoping I'll run into you. I'll keep on traveling, hoping I'll run into you. Thank you. Thank you.
Indeed.
All right.
Well, you need to definitely.
You want me to say something about
Yeah,
this
you need to
next
say
song?
something about the next song. It's such a great song. This is This is a Hurlbut original.
No, it isn't. But thank you for saying that.
The next song. Oh, no, it isn't. You're right. John?
Yorma, I appreciate you helping me out like that. This here is another Spencer Bowen song.
Right, you didn't write this song. Spencer
No,
wrote
but
this
I
song.
love this song.
I do too.
Yeah, and this one here is called The Old Homestead, and Spencer used to play this song. We just loved hearing it.
Yeah, man.
And one day I asked him if he could show me, and he said, yes, you could play this, and I'll show you how. And you're one of the last memories of this. I know you have it too, because we've talked about it, is one of the last times Spencer was here when we did our coffee break concert in the morning, on Monday morning. A lot of those Fur Peace Ranch campers that we've been missing so much this last
Indeed.
year. They'll remember on Monday mornings, we'd get together, and one of the visiting musicians or Yorma would have someone out on the porch to play a song while people had their coffee and their salmon and nice bagels and stuff. But Spencer did a wonderful coffee break concert on Monday morning. Yorma sat up there with him. And last song he did was this Old Homestead. And it touched me. I was out in the yard, but I could hear him. And it would be the last song I heard Spencer play here at the Fur Peace Ranch. The Old Homestead. The old homestead's broken down. Everybody's moved to town. But the leaves still turn to scarlet up the holler. The garden's filled with weeds. Everything has turned to seed. While the kids are chasing that almighty dollar. My sister's on the coast, while my brother's making toast. At a diner somewhere in Arizona. Dad's been gone a while, but I can still see my mom smile. Though she doesn't recognize me anymore. And the wind blows through the trees, and it puts me on my knees when I think of all the songs we used to share. I'd give everything I have just to hear my mom and dad sing those old songs they used to sing together. Me, I've been rambling round, singing songs from town to town. I never found a wife or made a dollar, but I've loved every mile, and the memories make me smile. But it might have run its course, it might be time. And the wind blows through the trees, and it puts me on my knees when I think of all the songs we used to share. I'd give everything I have just to hear my mom and dad Sing those old songs they used to sing together. The air is getting cold, must be time to hit the road. You know I can't live here anymore. But if I had my way, I'd come back here and I'd stay. And I'd listen to the birds sing every morning. And the wind blows through the trees, and it puts me on my knees when I think of all the songs we used to share. I'd give everything I have just to hear my mom and dad sing those old songs we used to sing together. The old homestead's broken down. Everybody's moved to town. But the leaves still turn to scarlet up the holler. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Love that song.
Yorma and John, Marilyn is watching, and she said, thank you so much for keeping
Love Marilyn, love.
Homestead alive, the old
Yes,
Homestead
sister.
alive.
Oh, boy, I thought I saw her out there. Good to see you.
She's looking good.
She is. She always looks good. Norma, let me tune a second here. How's your tea doing?
It's almost gone, John.
Is it still hot?
Well,
The tea is cold.
if I'd been using a Fur Peace Ranch,
Yes, it would have been hot next week.
it would exactly right.
Yorma, some people have noticed that you're not wearing your bracelets tonight. What happened?
You know, that's a good question, and I'll tell you exactly what happened, because there is a reason for it. Well, ultimately, I forgot. But the reason I forgot was, when Myron and I drove all day yesterday. We got home late, and I was walking one of the dogs, and I went out by, I realize what I'm about to talk about is a first world problem. I get that, okay? So I walked out by the swimming pool, and while we were gone, there was a lot of pollen and wind and stuff. And so the skimmer trap was filled with this yucky stuff. And I looked down and I looked at the things I had on my wrist. And I said, I'm not putting my hand down and that stuff now. So this morning when I walked the dog again, I specifically did not wear my ever so fashionable bracelets so I could reach my hand down to the skimmer and dig all that stuff out. So that's the reason. One problem solved, another one created.
Yes,
But at least we had something to talk about.
yeah.
You tried to blame me for the skimmer not being clean. In your Yorma way.
The next
No,
song.
I remember exactly what I said. I realized, what I said was, I realized that you've been very busy while I was gone.
Like
but
I said, in your Yorma way. But, you know, that skimmer, when it gets full, it gets really clogged in there. I'm like, yeah, I remember. I had to do it at the end of the season last year because somebody else forgot.
That Izzy better get on.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I bet that pool's really cold today, speaking of that.
Yeah.
You know, we opened, the pool will be ready when it gets warm. I remember at the old farm, when we built a pool over there, and it took me a while to realize, we don't have a heater in this pool. We did back then. Again, first world problems, I realize that. But it took us a while to realize that a swimming pool is not a hot tub.
Well, we opened it late in the season. We together had never had a pool before, and this thing was ginormous. And we didn't open it until after August. It's just how, that's when they got around to building the thing. So we had that propane heater cranked up, and we're
Before you know it,
standing in the
$500 worth
kitchen,
of propane.
drinking our coffee, and we look out, and the pool's steaming,
Steam.
you know, and it's like late September, like, wow,
So
look
I
at that.
remember-
Isn't that cool? And we emptied the propane tank.
And that's not cheap. But
And you got the
anyway,
bill, and that was not cool.
and the other thing was that we didn't close it. I guess it was late October, and I remember I was out there doing it myself.
You were
And so the
cursing.
lights were on in the pool. So
Cursing.
when there's a light on in a pool, that sort of has a tropical look to it. It's like blue and it's glowing. It was snowing. I remember that. It was snowing while I was putting the pool to bed. Yeah, that was.
You said, we're not going to do this next year.
I'm putting it away in the middle of August.
Don't do that.
Anyhow, so that's what happened with the bracelets, yes. And I'm not blaming you for that, Vanessa.
Uh-huh.
All I can say is yikes.
Yeah, all we can say is yikes indeed.
Now here's that
So
next
you
song,
did
Yorma.
write this
This next song is called
I knew I'd be
Someone-
right sooner or later.
Thank you, Yorma. This next song is called Someone's Calling, and it's the song that closes out the B-side of the River Flows Volume 1. And
Hang on, John, while you're talking, let me quickly, this is not a blues song, so I really have to be in tune.
thank you, Yorma.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's those little extra things you do to make it sound so good. Well, you know, we don't have anybody other than our usual few folks in the house tonight, but next week we'll be inviting a few people in here, and it's going to be real nice to see. But one of the people...
We have some guests tonight.
Well, that's what I was going to just say, Yorma. But we do have a guest tonight, and it's nice to see him in the house. All our Fur Peas ranchers will know him. He's a very sad and subdued kind of guy by the name of Smiles. And
Smiles.
Smiles. That name suits him well, doesn't it? And
And wait till we actually have people out here again.
yes.
And they see the stage that he built for us.
Yep, and all his beautiful work. And we thank you, brother, for all the good things you do here for us at the Fur Peas Ranch.
Everything's put together with pegs and tongue. No,
Yeah. You didn't see that duct tape work, did you?
yeah, the cami duct tape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Little Gorilla Glue, boy, you put it together. All right. Oh, it is nice having you in the house with us tonight, brother.
I still don't like the way that's, give me,
Take your time, Norman, take your
well, you were inspired, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be mistaken, because I've been mistaken before.
Yeah, you have.
I can't remember. but
I knew
I'll
I
take-
shouldn't have said
I'll
that.
I'll take his word for it.
Your mom would have appreciated me being in tune for this song, that's all I can say.
Of course she would. Norman, she appreciated you even when you were out of tune.
You know, we were talking earlier today about guitars sounding like they're in tune, or thinking you should be in tune, but somehow it isn't.
Yeah.
Were we?
Yes, we were. Yeah, when we were talking about failed strings.
Failed strings.
That's something I'd never heard of before.
Actually, I don't think I have either. I pretended like I'd heard it because I didn't want to
You
seem
did a good
stupid, but
job
I've
of
never heard
pretending
it
you were.
either.
I thought, oh my God, everybody but me
Oh,
knows
failed
about
strings,
it.
yeah, I know about that, yeah, failed strings.
Ah, yes,
I'm with you, John.
okay. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. You better pick up the phone. It might be the calling from an old friend far away. And days long past. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. It might be your mother, even though she's gone. She's still here, a voice in the air. Might be your uncle, he was your Obi-Wan, gone for so long now, but still so near. The movies in our mind, they turn off once in a while. They wanna play all the time, but when it's still, listen, you can hear that sound, just like fire burning through all of the mire. And you can't deny a melody that you knew coming through, just like fire. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. You haven't spoke for a while. It don't matter. Pick up where you left off. If you can, we'll just start anew. Might be the voice of your father. You were never alone. You were never alone. You better pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All
Great
right,
song,
Yorma.
John.
All right.
Very nice.
Boy, that volume one sounded good. Maybe we should go to volume two next, Yorma.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it seems to be a
We're gonna
decent
do volume
thought.
two and, yeah, let's mix it up. What do you think?
Well, you're gonna mix it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this.
You
I
got it,
got
you
this.
got it.
Number
Volume
nine.
two.
Number nine.
Number nine, number nine.
Number nine.
Number nine.
Guitar switch.
And, volume two will be coming out for Record Store Day on July 17th.
I thought it was the 15th.
Is it the 15th?
I think it's July 15th. I don't know.
Yes, well, check it out, check it out.
I will.
Let's make sure everything's working.
Yeah.
Well, we know it's the something-teenth, right?
What did you say, Yorma?
The something-teenth?
Yep.
It's a teenth, we're not sure
Well,
which
there's
teenth.
two.
There's
So
the
they're splitting it up.
June weekend and then the July. Yeah.
Um, You're right, John.
What?
You were right.
That date is etched in my mind because I'm so looking forward to it.
Let me quickly assess my tuning here.
Yes, Yorma, thank
See,
you.
this is great, because this is, I can shut this thing off and you can't hear me tune.
Well, what fun is that?
Well, I could change that.
That's still good.
So this is not a Schecter Strat.
It is not?
We went through that last week.
Oh, where was I?
This is
Have
a
mercy.
Pete Townsend EC Strat.
It's a good-looking guitar, Yorma.
It is.
I'm glad our executive producer got you to bring that out.
He didn't want to.
He didn't?
No.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I don't know.
He just was playing hard to get. He just wanted you to persuade him.
I said, do it for the fans watching, Yorma.
I
You
beg
gotta
your
give him.
pardon?
You gotta give him something. Oh, I'll think about it. And then and then it was his idea.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Hey, listen.
All I can say is I'm glad it's out here, and
Yeah, me too.
And that tone and everything, I just love it. I just love it. Now,
So if I'm
we're
not
gonna
mistaken,
start with song number 1 from the A side of Volume 2.
now what key is this song in, John?
Well, what do you think about the People's Key?
People's key of. Oh yes.
You know my favorite key, Yorma. All right.
People's key of G.
Yeah, I love that guitar sound.
I'm fond of it too.
Especially
Okay.
when you don't have to do anything. It makes it that one sound you do.
Right.
Mama, take this badge away from me. I can't wear it anymore. Getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Just like so many times before. Mama, take these guns, bury them in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. Seen this long dark cloud coming round. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knocking on heaven's door. Just like so many times before. Mama, wipe this blood from my face. I can't see through it anymore. Got a long dark feeling and it's hard to trace. But I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knocking on heaven's door. knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knocking on heaven's door. Just like so many times before. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love that sound of that guitar. If I didn't say that yet tonight.
Look, unplugged.
Yeah.
Heavens.
Well, we'll move on to the next song here. And one of my favorite, this was a nice project because a lot of the songs were favorites of mine and favorites of some of the great songwriters and singers and songwriters. But I'm a gigantic fan of Graham Parsons. This is a beautiful song he wrote called Hickory Wind. In South Carolina, there's many tall pines. I remember the oak tree that we used to climb, and it makes me feel lonesome each time it begins, calling me home to Hickory Wind. I started out younger at most everything. All the riches and pleasures. What else could life bring? And it makes me feel better each time it begins, calling me home to Hickory Wind. It's a hard way to find out that trouble is real in a faraway city with a faraway feel. And now when I'm lonesome, I often pretend that I'm getting the feel for Hickory Wind. Keeps calling me home to Hickory Wind. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
This song has so many, the next song has so many stories. You hardly know where to begin.
Yes. Well, I'll try not to play it too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, John. That's
You're
right.
welcome, Yorm. And this song is called A Little Faster.
And that's why you're not gonna play it too
That's
fast.
why I'm not going to play too fast. I wrote it a long time ago. So my friends out there in Radio Dream Streamland, my dear friend Melissa out there in Colorado, she remembers it a long time ago. And I was really honored when this song was put on the Hot Tuna Steady As She Goes record.
Fancy that.
And it just filled my tank, boy.
And how did that happen, John?
Well, we were at a student performance, yes, right here in this Verpee Station concert hall. And boy, we used to love those Sunday afternoon student performances.
Boy, we sure did.
I mean,
And
boy,
maybe we'll
oh
love them
boy.
again.
And we'll love them again, yes. And I was getting up to do a song with the Sean Allison bass student, and we grabbed Steve Kimmock to play lead guitar. But I passed Mrs. V, and she said, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "I was thinking of doing that song of mine a little faster." And she said, "Wow, yeah, you know, when Hot Tuna goes to record, they're looking for a little faster song to play on the record. And maybe we'll think about that." And as we were playing it, I saw her work in the room. 1 minute she's over in Yorma's ear over here, and then Jack's ear, and boy, you made it happen. You made it happen, because next thing I knew, I was showing Yorma.
And
this-
you've made tens of dollars.
even more than that, Yorma, thanks to you. Thanks to you. Yeah, royalty checks coming in. And it was real special and a, novel moment for me. And I love how we've done it on the volume 2 as well. So you need something?
Yeah, I was just.
What you looking for?
I was looking
Chester? Is he around?
For, Chester.
Where's that dog? Oh,
I
that's
was looking for that other chair.
that other chair. It'll show up.
Oh,
It'll
this
show
is
up.
it's all scripted.
Of
I
course,
got that.
everything is happening, Yorma.
Okay, well,
you
I
know,
was-
Yorma, you don't ever have to worry, because your people.
Don't worry your pretty little
Your
head.
people take care of this stuff. Chairs show up out of the middle of nowhere. Are you okay now?
I stand corrected. I feel so much better.
Okay, you look a little better.
Breathe, breathe.
That would be a different song.
Okay, Yorma. Let's do this one super fast.
Kick it.
Cut time. Cut.
Kick it off, Bunky.
Stuck in drive, going down this long road. I gotta move, I can't go slow. Don't tell me about looking up, don't tell me about moving up. I just wanna move a little faster. Roads are in ruin, but we still travel. Hole's too big, you gotta go around it. No time to wonder if you're going anywhere. Just stay with those forward gears. I just wanna move a little faster. Long hill up ahead, you start to build up speed. Get to the top, you come to that sharp curve. Put your hands up upon the wheel, go with the ways you feel. You gotta hold that road. Sunday driver on a Saturday night highway. Still can't slow me down. How could we quiet the drifter's mind? How could we find just a little more time? I just wanna move a little faster. Stuck in drive, going down this long road. I gotta move, I can't go slow. Don't tell me about looking up. Don't tell me about moving up. I just wanna move a little faster, little faster, a little faster. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's have a little set change here.
Indeed.
Yorma, will you excuse me for 1 second?
John, I would be so happy to excuse you.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
You're excused. You'll be back. You'll be back. There's all kinds of mysterious activity going on here. Mysterious. I see another chair. The chair that I didn't see before is now here. I see another microphone. People are scurrying about. It's like the mouse circus, but it's people. Vanessa,
Hi.
how are you?
What's up here now? Look at that, look at that.
Isn't it nice to be vaccinated?
It sure is, it sure is. I hate to admit it to it, but I did a pharmaceutical earlier in the evening and my water pill was kicking in.
TMI,
I
John.
had to make a trip.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
A burden
I forgot-
shared
I
is a
forgot
burden
I
halved.
forgot we're on TV. Oh, my God.
No, Izzy isn't taking the stage, for all of you that thought Izzy was taking the stage.
She's not?
Not tonight.
She's working on something.
That girl, she's good. She's doing homework.
She's actually doing homework on a Saturday night. Can you believe that?
I'll tell you what, just like her dad was back in the day.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
think she
Jack and I would have been playing some disreputable honky-tonk.
Could be good, could be good.
It could be.
Well,
What
we're
key
so
have
glad
you
to bring,
selected for this song,
how about
John?
the key of G?
The key of G. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got that. Okay.
This song is another song very dear to me that I learned off the Tarkio Road record that Brewer and Shipley did, and been playing it for a long time, and Vanessa and I have been playing it for a long time. When we did our student performances here, many times we would close out a student performance doing it, and we both love the song so much, and she's such a great singer, and it works out so good
It
together.
was kind of like a political thing for you and I. We were
Yeah.
looking for
Yep.
great change to happen,
Yep.
and so we
And-
said
and-
that
and
when the
it's-
change happened,
it's
we quit singing the song.
Yep. And I know Yorma loves this part of the story, but for years I used to credit the song to Tim Hardin.
I do love this story.
Because I thought it was Tim's song, but Tim's was another song on the record. And we were playing it at the Dana in
The
San
Dana.
Diego, one of our on-the-road workshops. And I announced it that way and said one of the Tim Hardin songs. And a guy came up to us.
One of our
John,
students.
Dave Drummond's brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah,
John,
right.
John came up to him and he says, "That is not a Tim Hardin song." And I said, "I think it is." He said, "No, my sister was married to him and I know all this stuff, and that is not one of his songs."
He was hard to argue with.
Oh, he knew it. He knew it. And thank you, John, for setting me straight all that years ago. And the man's name is Timothy Armstrong that wrote this song.
It doesn't even sound like Tim Hardin.
Good.
No, I know. I think that was the song above it. And you know how you sometimes mix lines together. And
Something like that.
yes, I was looking at the fourth song, but the third line credit, you see.
Yeah. It's like I was thinking there was supposed to be a chair there for the last song.
Yes,
but there
exactly
wasn't.
like that.
Yeah, I got
Exactly
that.
like that. You know what I'm saying? In fact, how did that chair get up there? I get off the stage for a second and look at this.
The magic
Well,
of
anyhow,
her piece.
if you feel like singing along with us at home, catch the chorus with us. That'd be a beautiful thing. Daytime is only the other side of nighttime. If you've ever waited for the sun, you know what it's like to wish that peace would come. And don't it seem like a long time? Seems like a long time. Seems like a long, long time. Sometimes it seems like a long time. Seems like a long time. Seems like a long, long time. Yes, it does. A long, long time. Hard times are only the other side of good times. But if you've ever wished hard times were gone, you know what it's like to wish good times would come. And don't it seem like a long time? Seems like a long time. Seems like a long, long time. Sometimes it seems like a long time. Seems like a long time. Seems like a long, long time. Yes, it does. A long, long time. Wartime is only the other side of peacetime. But if you've ever seen how wars are won, you know what it's like to wish that peace would come. And don't it seem like a long time? Seems like a long time. Seems like a long, long time. Sometimes it seems like a long time. Seems like a long time. Seems like a long, long time. Yes, it does. A long, long time. Yes, it does. A long, long time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Let's go back to the Schecter guitar for this one, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Schecter guitar. Even if Tim Hardin didn't write that song, that's a great song.
Yes, yep, yes it is. Yes it is. Real nice, real nice.
For a minute, I thought you said the Chester guitar, and I was thinking, what the?
What guitar was that? Excuse me
Well, I'm
one
sure
second,
glad this
Omar.
guitar is red.
Yeah, I am too. Okay.
All righty, let me get some. Give me uno moment.
feeling? How you feeling, champ?
Should I get closer to the microphone, Myron? No.
There must be some way out of here. Cry the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion. I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine. Plowmen dig my earth. None of them along the line seem to know what any of it is worth. No reason to get excited. The thief, he kindly spoke. There are men here among us who feel that life is but a joke. But you and I, we've been through that. That is not our fate. So let us stop talking falsely now. The hour's getting late. All along the watchtower, princes kept the view. All the ladies came and left. There were servants too. Outside in the cold distance, wildcat did growl. Two riders were approaching. The wind began to howl.
Thank you, thank you. Whoa, yeah. Boy, it's hard to believe that we've gone through the whole River Flows, and we're down to the last song now of the part one and part two tonight. Yorma, this is the first time we've played part one and two together in front of an audience. Yes.
In front of an audience?
Actually, the first
Yeah.
time we played together in a
Thanks for being here tonight.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in and really supporting the whole quarantine series. My crew thanks you. I did mention that they've been volunteering since April 4th, 2020.
God bless them.
Yeah, really. I mean, we are.
What a crew, what a crew.
We are blessed, so thank you. Thank you, Myron, Andy. They are our crew tonight. I'm doing double duty here. Thank you, John.
Thank you,
Yorma.
Vanessa.
Really.
NASA,
Ness.
Can't say enough how grateful I feel for this opportunity. I will be, I was supposed to be filing all the paperwork for the shuttered venue grant that we'd been waiting for. This happened on April 8th, and it crashed, the site crashed, and so I got word it was gonna happen at noon today. I'm like, noon today? I'm like, all right, okay.
But-
And then we got word, oh, they're gonna move it to 12:30. I told John before he left on Friday, I go, this doesn't feel right. Like 10:30, I guess, last night, we got word they're moving it to Monday. So,
Well,
We
good,
shall
you get to
see.
relax a little bit this
hope
week.
springs eternal.
yeah.
Yep.
So to all the people at NEVA who have worked really hard with all of the venues and really were our champion, I think that if it weren't for them, even though this grant has been so delayed, we wouldn't be where we are. So thank you. And, you know, we hope to be, I don't know, we hope to be live. We did just get new mandates that came out from the health department, and it got knocked down a little bit because it is spiking in areas. So we are at 25% capacity. So for our room, anyone's wondering, you know, that 25 capacity is like 45 people, but I can't fit 45 people in here and social distance everyone. I can do it if everyone's vaccinated, but that's another story. Which is why we have the outdoor stage. So that's where we're moving for May 29th and for a handful of our summer shows until, God willing, they let us back inside and we create some sort of herd immunity, whatever that is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in other words, we have a potential of being unshuttered for that gig.
Yep.
For which gig? The May 29th?
The outdoor, yes, that one.
Possibly. Well, I can social distance over 200 people outside. But I also have a covered area. I have a safe space for the band. Mark Romeo, I already talked to you about this on the chat, but he wanted to know where we put the stage. Do we move it near the labyrinth? No. We took away your student parking. So that nice little student parking area tucked behind the cabins,
Start
gone.
hiking, guys.
Gone. You guys are gonna be hoofing it from the parking lot.
Walking.
Yep. Check your steps on your iWatch. You'll be thanking me.
And plus, we probably shouldn't share this, but why? We have no verbal boundaries on this show. The labyrinth is beautiful, but that's a leach field out there.
Well, the labyrinth is on the outskirts
It's
of
on
the
the other
leach
side, but to
field.
get there,
We-
you have to walk through.
Yeah, we are not allowed to build anything on that. And the parking lot, if you're wondering if you're gonna be standing or sitting on gravel, all of that gravel and all of that grooming that we did for all of those years, I brought in somebody, we dragged all the gravel off and we scraped it down to the dirt.
And there was a bunch of it.
And we brought in new dirt and we brought in sod. And so
It's
it
like
looks-
Wrigley Field out there.
It looks pretty spectacular. We put in a beautiful fence to kind of keep the people out of the cabin area. keep your
It's a
area.
beautiful
And from
setting.
falling down the cliff
Beautiful
at the end of the
setting.
lot.
That's
Yeah,
just-
basically we put the fence there so people wouldn't fall over the cliff, but anyways, I think it's gonna be nice. So, it's been a quiet year for us, but it's been a busy year with us trying to figure out how we're gonna make this work. And we are still, that question is still with me every day that I wake up. How am I gonna make this work? So, you know.
Well, you're doing it, and doing things to make it work. So that's what the outdoor stage, and I gotta tell you, it's a very nice, intimate area. It's just outdoors, but it catches the same nice feel of being in this beautiful room here.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't have many vices. Coffee is my vice. Everybody knows I'm sober, but I said the other day, last week, when I just like had it, remember that line from Airplane? I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. You know,
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
I can only drink so much coffee,
Yeah,
a lot of meditation.
okay.
Well, John, it's been swell, brother.
You know, I looked at the clock, you are, God, we 2 hours.
Where
And,
does the time go?
I guess when you're having fun, it just flies right on by.
Life's like a roll of toilet paper. The closer to the end you get, the faster it goes.
Just don't run out. Just don't run out. This is a wonderful song by one of our national treasures here in the good old United States, the great Woody Guthrie. This is the people's national anthem. Earlier in the year, we did a film here and of this, and a lot of those wonderful people out there in Radio Dream Streamland sent in their videos of doing it. And Andy back there and Vanessa and Andy's team, maybe other people involved, Myron, put it together into a wonderful video. And I believe it's still on YouTube. This Land Is Your Land. And it's a composite of many great singers. And it really works out nice. Tonight, you just have Yorma and I up here, and I. And we also hope that you sitting on your couch there, relaxing, will help us close out this evening and sing along with us on this song right here. I know you know it. As I was walking that ribbon of a highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps through the sparkling sand of your diamond desert. And all around me, I heard a sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
the sun comes shining, and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling, and all around me I heard a chanting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I was walking, I saw a signpost, and on the sign it said no trespassing, and on the other side it said nothing. That side was meant for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. Ain't nobody living that's gonna stop me from walking that freedom highway. Ain't nobody living that's gonna turn me back. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, John, it's been swell.
Been a pleasure, Yorma, and a heck of a good
Back
time.
at you, back
Thank you,
at
Yorma.
you.
Thank you, and thank you everybody that helps put this together here, and thank you all you good folks for tuning in tonight. Have a good night and a good Sunday.
Get
We-
vaccinated.
And we hope to see you next week.
Yes, see you next week.